Hey guys, I know I haven't uploaded in a while. One of the very first things I was asked in my comments to film was a garden tour. So I am here to show you a very messy, very real, full of weeds garden tour. I'm really so happy with the way that things are going right now. It is mid-July at the moment here, 2023 in the Pacific Northwest. We're in the Puget Sound area of Washington State, and I believe we're 7B, Garden Zone 7B. I don't know. This is my first year. I was in New York for 10 years. This is my first year really gardening kind of ever. I mean, I grew up in Washington and my family definitely has a garden and maintains a garden, and I learned a lot from that. But this is like a different level, as you can see, and I don't know, I'm definitely not ashamed to show you my kind of messy garden. I look forward to the future when it's a lot more figured out, but we inherited, you know, a whole bed of strawberries and blueberries and a lot of really great stuff that the previous owners put in here, and I'm just, you know, learning how to use it. It's all irrigated, and I could definitely be more on top of the weeds, but I don't want to this year. I kind of feel that it's good to take some time as we're settling in here to see kind of what comes up naturally. I'm getting to know the land a little bit, and through the seasons, I really am, you know, I'm starting to recognize the different, sorry, waving at a neighbor. I'm starting to recognize my plants that I have put in the ground, or the seeds, or versus what the actual weeds, and weeds I like versus weeds I don't like. I'm trying to make my own decision on some of that stuff, but also trying to create our little ecosystem here. Okay, I'll shut up now and go ahead and show you guys. Let us see. So we are on just over an acre here. You can see big old lawn area. This is where I did my seed starting, and a lot of stuff got spilled in the rain, but look at how pretty these are. I think these are some of my Baker Creek seeds. Oh my God, these make me so happy. I'm kind of hoping these will stay. I'm gonna plant lavender and rosemary all around here is kind of the plan. Over here we are starting a little orchard, which will eventually be a meadow situation. So we have a couple fruit trees that are in there and getting there first. That was the first thing we did when we moved in. And here is my happy place. You can see I have these little, what are they? Disco balls hanging everywhere in the garden. That's to help deter the birds away, but I also have our trusty little owl friends. I've named them Chit Chat in My Way. There's two of them. They're looking over our strawberries right now. Chit Chat in My Way, the owls, named for Wendy Williams's cats. Oh my gosh, I gotta really do some work. Some chamomile. See, I'm coming here later in the day, so all the flowers have closed up, but during the day they'll open up. I'm coming here at night, rather. So over here we have our dahlias, which are just opening up. We have one inside. We're gonna have so many flowers here soon. This will be a very exciting thing to show you. And then here we have a whole row of peonies. Pulling weeds as I go, might as well. Except my husband and I are working a lot, so we don't get out here as much as we want to, but we're also trying to, you know, develop our own Ruth Stout method. So this bed is mostly flowers. Looks like I have some other random thing coming here. I guess sunflowers. Right? And then this is my tomato bed, which I need to work on, but it's absolutely nuts. I'm kind of shading out some of the guys in here. Go ahead, you can see. It smells so nice over here. And then over here is where we get our salad In our salad garden, you can see there's some in the shaded area over there. The squash is going completely nuts. Green beans. These are the sugar snap peas, and then, oh gosh, I forget what other kinds, but these you can just eat. Ready to go. I gotta tie this up. Okay, I'm switching to voiceover here because we've reached the point of the video where I am just eating everything that I come across, and nobody likes to listen to chewing sounds on microphone, so you're welcome. Back over here we have our carrot bed, which is extremely overseeded and ready for harvest right now. I mean, because it is such a big space, we're getting a really wonderful yield, but I'm excited to get a new crop in here next week and space everything out right. So our carrots at the end look really good. We also have some cucumber coming up here and some radishes and other miscellaneous things coming in this bed. I really didn't label anything this year. I don't know if I will in the future. I like the exploration factor involved. This arch with all of our peas from before that I showed you. Wow, we have so many right now. It is definitely time for me to get out here. I'm actually gonna go grab a colander and do this tonight. Tie the rest of this down and do a harvest because some of these are getting way too big. Look at this guy. I really do prefer doing my gardening in the evening like this. It's really fun for my husband and I to come out after dinner and oftentimes find our dessert out here. Over here we have Brussels sprouts and cauliflower. We also have lots of arugula that is all over the place. Arugula is just not my favorite thing. One time in New York, we had a juicer and we decided to juice some arugula, and I just cannot get the taste out of my brain all these years later. My husband loves it though, and we, are using that as a side on all sorts of things. And we've had a full kale salad every week since we've moved into this place, which was around Thanksgiving. So this is overwintered kale. I'm really looking forward to getting the seeds from that. That is clearly a good kale for my garden. And right behind me, we have our strawberry bed from before. It's not doing as well as I would like it to, but we do have some beautiful strawberries in here. Did purposely thin this back and put some straw down and fertilized and tried to do everything I could to support these strawberries the best that I could. They are healthy, but I just want to make them healthier, and I'd like to have better berries. These little guys are cute and tasty, but I feel like the amount of space I'm giving in my garden, I want to be producing more. Any tips from Pacific Northwest strawberry growers out there are very welcome. This is the slug killer that I've been using. I'd be really interested in hearing about different slug repellent alternatives, but that's really been working for us and we definitely need it here in this area. And back over here on the flower side of the garden, we have 2 gigantic rows of blueberries, and just beautiful blueberries that I'm considering getting a couple more owls to look over these guys. I think Chit Chat and My Way are doing really well. You can see the birds aren't attacking these too much, but I do see a bird in here now and then. Because this is my first season growing, my mind is completely blown. Seeing all of these berries, and any tips for caring for these beautiful blueberry plants, I really want to be doing right by them. They are establishing so beautifully. I think this garden was just put in a few years ago, so we're really reaping the benefits, jumping in a few years here. Even when we lived in New York City, we talked about someday having a food forest. I grew up with a food forest in my backyard, and we're really making it happen. This is really coming together, and it looks great now. It's going to look so great in 5-10 years, and there's a lot of work to be done, and I'm excited to document that and show you guys around. And that's it, folks. My beautiful and messy garden. 100% real. I didn't do anything to clean up for you, as you can obviously see. I welcome any questions you have. I'm happy to answer anything. I know this was a quick overview, and I'll come in later in the summer and show you how everything is coming along. If you're not already, subscribe and like the video. That really helps share my channel with other like-minded folks, and I'll see you in the next one.